Good evening, everyone. I am coming on a little earlier tonight than I have been because this night owl had a really big problem going to sleep last night and staying asleep. So, the trouble with being a night owl is that sometimes you don't get enough sleep. And maybe not sleeping well and not being able to fall asleep is what caused you to become a night owl in the first place. But the difference between humans and owls is that the owls get to sleep during the day. And the human that also happens to be a wife and stay at home mom and homeschooler and business owner, she can't sleep during the day if she's had a rough night. So, perhaps most of the time we think we're okay with this little amount of sleep. Sometimes we're even decently functional. Did you know that on average, most adults only need 7 to 7.5 hours of sleep a night? Some can function well on just 5. Others need as many as 10. So there's a pretty big range in what optimal sleep is for different people. Sometimes I have a more difficult struggle than others, and last night was one of those times for me. I had a hard time falling asleep. Once I finally fell asleep, that's when my husband came to bed, and his movement woke me up. And then after that, every time he moved in the bed, it woke me up. So I struggled a lot with being asleep and staying asleep. I didn't even need my Fitbit to tell me just how badly I slept last night. But tonight I need to go to bed early because I have to get up early in the morning for a vendor event. So I brushed up on some sleep tips and I thought I would share them with you before I go ahead and wind down. First thing that I found, and it's something that I try to do, is sleep hygiene. It refers to the environment of your room as well as those habits that you have going to bed. So, dark, quiet, and a moderate to cooler temperature are what's considered ideal for best sleep. And the darker and the quieter, the better. So, I have blackout curtains. I turn anything that has lights, I cover it. I put phones face down and away from me. I can't have anything with light shining. Um, then one that I don't do very well, and maybe you don't either, is avoiding screen time within an hour of when you go to bed. It says a lot of things say just to not even have it in your bed in the first place. But I'm really bad about using, some show I'm binging on Netflix before I go to bed, or trying to get through that last level of a game, or whatever the case may be. So ending screen time up to an hour beforehand can actually help your brain produce the melatonin so that you can get ready for sleep that way. Having a sleep routine, much like we try to do with our children from the time they're babies. Sometimes with the babies we do, we give them a bath, we put soothing lotions on them, we sing them a song, say prayers, whatever it is that you do with your kids, and trying to let their bodies and minds prepare for bed. And we need to be doing similar things for ourselves. And that in addition to waking up and going to bed at the same times every day, can help improve your body's rhythms and improve the way that your body produces melatonin and serotonin naturally. Eating the right foods and getting exercise at the right times of the day can improve not only your overall health, but your ability to sleep. So taking care of your nutritional needs, not eating heavy meals too close to bedtime, and pretty much not eating too heavy of meals in general, not exercising too late in the day. These were some tips that I found helpful. Avoiding caffeine after noon. So I have to have the caffeine to help me in the morning, so I probably don't have to, but I choose to. But I do try to be done most days before lunch. Sometimes it's the same cup of coffee that I'm working on at lunchtime. Just kind of depends on how the day is. So I have about 5 more tips that I would love to share with you. You can message me and I'll send them your way, but it'll have to be after I get a good night's sleep. So I will talk to you night owls and otherwise tomorrow. And I hope you all have a good night and rest well. Bye.